Good morning. Welcome to Centennial High School's 2025 Arrive Alive program. I'm Officer Wagner, the School Resource Officer here at Centennial High School. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize Bevins, the 6 students that are up here on stage, and their families. Thank you to Blaine Police Chief Brian Padani, Captain Mark Borboom, Blaine Mayor Tim Sanders, Centennial High School Principal Tom Bruning, and Centennial Schools Superintendent Jeff Holmberg. All of these people are instrumental in Arrive Alive taking place. Arrive Alive challenges high school students to think critically about the dangers of driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, distracted driving, texting while driving, and the responsibilities of making mature decisions. The program shows that just one bad decision to drive distracted or impaired can not only have tragic results, but can impact the entire community. Right now, I'd like to take a moment of silence for our friends and family members, loved ones that we've lost to tragic traffic-related incidents. Thank you. The 6 students up here today have worked really hard the last 4 months to make this event incredible. They've had to stay quiet, they've had to adjust their schedules, they've had to make up missed schoolwork, attend special events and outings and meetings. They've had to miss lunchtime with their friends. We're going to watch a video now that includes events that led up to the video that you all saw yesterday at school. It'll also show some of the aftermath and the consequences.
Where are they at? They should be here by now. It would take you forever. How's your school day so far?
Oh, it's alright. I'm ready to skip.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, sorry. I'm close.
Yeah, where you just want to go?
I don't know. I'm just really hungry.
Yeah, alright. Just have to get food.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're
Alright, let's go, guys.
Guys, hurry up.
Let's hurry up.
Let's go. Yeah. We were like one step out the door, and he was like, blah, 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 blah. I don't know exactly what I'm not going to I love you. I'm hungry. Where are we going? I don't know. I'm just gonna get food. Oh, yeah. Hey, guys.
How's it going,
Guys,
Kate?
I'm kind of starving right now. Me too. I'm so hungry. You
Okay, go
guys want
food.
you would go get food or something?
Yeah.
I'll go tell my dad we're leaving car. Okay, who's gonna drive? I can drive.
Okay, so down, I gotta go walk my dog real quick.
Dude, what? Wait,
to
Rosie?
walk your dog?
Can I shot?
come on,
We
Paul.
skipped school for you to go walk a dog?
Come on,
Rosie's
come
cool.
on.
You guys don't get it.
We'll meet you guys. We'll be at the park.
Alright,
Okay,
we'll figure
okay.
something out.
Yeah,
Text
just
us.
text us. Alright, they're gonna text us later.
Bye, guys.
Alright.
Alright, guys.
Alright.
Alright, what McDonald's?
That's over my Target.
Oh, like off a pile up there?
Where is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, let's go that
do
way.
it
Because
now.
that's by Wargo.
I don't care.
You got any plans for like prom or what?
A bit, like,
going to after parties?
I am, for sure. You gotta go all out this year.
First one or what?
Yeah.
I think senior year is like the year.
Like obviously,
why
like,
not?
Yeah, it's like the last time you're ever gonna have a high school prom. Like junior year,
Exactly.
like it's fine to like take it easy, but senior year, I feel like you have to go. Senior, like, are you guys having plans for after high school? Like, where are you going? School?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to the University of Iowa, I'm pretty sure.
Oh really? I've been away from that.
Yep.
I'm gonna do. I'm going Army, guys.
Alright, there we go.
Wait, Kate, this is a really cute sweatshirt.
Oh my gosh, Kate.
That's my
Hey,
cousin.
babe just
I
fell
want
out
to
of
steal
it.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Kate.
There's Tito's? Are these your
There's
cousins
some
too?
Red Claw stuff.
Okay,
God.
dude, it's
Like,
like almost
where's
before
your
prom.
fire?
They got Tito's and
We shouldn't have to just like drink. Should we just have some fun?
Should we just have some?
It's you might. As well. We're
Guys,
skipping school. Like
we're underage though.
it's fine.
Okay, no,
it's fine.
It's one day. It's one day.
Like yeah, it's really fun.
All right, let's just go for it. You're right.
You want this?
Yeah. Here, take that. Take that.
Yeah, do that.
Is it already open for you?
Yeah.
That's good. Is there anything else back there?
Yeah.
Pass it up. Pass it up. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm like driving.
It's all right.
Should I try some?
We're not gonna get caught.
We're fine.
Oh my gosh, guys. Let me see. She responded after something. She's just going upstairs.
Yeah, I responded.
Where are you, girl? Oh my gosh, no.
Obviously not.
Now we're
school.
skipping
Yeah.
school because it's senior year.
Yeah. No. I'm just gonna answer her later.
Trying
That's
to
so
call you
stupid.
now.
Oh my god, she calling? Dude, just like
No.
Oh my god, my mom is blowing up my phone.
Dude, just respond later. Why is she so obsessed?
Let's wait till we get past the window so they don't see.
Oh my god, where are you? Marked you absent unexcused. Hello. No, I don't even
She's
care.
so crabby, bro.
I know, like I'm a senior.
Like,
Like,
that
it's
makes
fun.
no
It's
sense.
one day
That's
a
one
year.
day.
Anyone else's parents texting?
No.
No.
They gotta chill it once you get to be a senior. She's calling again.
Dude.
Oh my god. I think you
Thank
too.
you.
Oh dang.
Hey, thanks for this idea. Let's get
No, I
to
got
school.
you.
This is such a good idea.
Guys, the road is kind of blurry right now.
Oh yeah, let's see those.
Man, like it's fine.
Bumpy. Yeah.
Whoa,
Like fire.
I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm gonna check where they're at.
Yeah, I'll see what.
I'll check their location.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Wait, so your parents are out of town the whole weekend?
Yeah, they're at my cabin.
Where's your cabin?
It's up by Brainerd.
Hey, did they text you? Where are they?
Oh, yeah. They're right up around the bed. You should come to Onika,
Yeah.
because then I could get you in for free.
All right. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Oh, they're right up here on the left end of the bed.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Guys, we should scare them. Let's drive right up.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
good.
we'll share. We'll share.
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah.
video? Video, can you
Okay.
get out of the
Do
way or
video.
something?
Yeah, I'll get out of the
Yeah.
way.
Alright, slow down, wait, so he can get out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you see
I
me?
see him.
Oh, I see him.
Alright, perfect.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go faster at them.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is gonna be
shoot.
so fun.
Yeah, it's so good.
Fast. Alright, ready?
Whoa! Wait!
911, what is the address of your emergency?
There's been a crash. Please, send help quick, please. There's been a crash. We're at Wargo Nature Center. There's blood everywhere. Please, just send help quick.
Okay, I'm getting some help started that way. You said that's at the Wargo Nature Center?
Oh, Wargo Nature Center. Yep.
1 Main Street in Lino Lakes.
Yep. They swear they crashed into a tree.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
Started that way right now. What's your name?
Sully Moore.
Sully. I got help started that way. I'm gonna transfer you over to the ambulance. Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh my God.
Mandy, are you okay? Wake up! Mandy! Wake up! Oh my god!
What happened? What? Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Dude, wait. Where's Jacob? Where's Jacob? Hey, where's Jacob?
I don't know. Are you okay?
What happened? Wait, Mandy!
Mandy, wake up! Where's Jacob? Sully! Talk Jacob!
Mandy, wake up! Mandy!
Jacob, where'd you go? Wait, Jacob!
Mandy! Wake up!
Jacob! Oh my god!
I can see my phone, Sully.
Where did Jacob go? He's over there. His legs broke. Oh my god.
I was filming my friend and I flew out of the car. Ah!
What happened? Oh my god, they're so stupid. Are you okay?
We should just skip school, man. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What did we do?
Oh no. Oh my god.
You got no pulse. Yeah, I got no pulse.
Is everyone else okay? What about the other guys in the car?
We like ran over and we couldn't find Jacob, so we were searching all over. And Mandy won't wake up. Is she okay?
Yeah, I had brain matter exposed. DOA.
Just be careful ahead, I got.
All right, big deep breath in, blow. Okay, you are going to be under arrest, but you're going to find your back.
Can you tell me your name?
Jacob.
Jacob. And where are you, Jacob?
At the hospital.
Do we have a breath alcohol level on him?
My parents come in. Oh, we should not have been doing that. Am I gonna be able to play baseball my senior year?
So, you have a fracture with your bone exposed, okay? So you are not gonna, well, I'm not gonna do this. You are gonna be out for several months, and you're actually gonna have to go to the operating room tonight with orthopedics. Hi, Mom. I'm Dr. Rowley. So, Jacob here was in a car accident. Sounds like maybe there was some alcohol involved.
Charges though are ready?
They just called. They're ready. We
They're
can take
ready?
them
All
now.
right, let's go.
I'm sorry.
Hang in there, bud.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Officer Schlenker, Blaine Police Department. This is Chaplain Peterson.
Are you Michelle and Clark?
We are. Even if we come in, there's been an accident.
An accident? What type of accident?
Involving who?
Can we come in and have a conversation?
Sure.
What's happening here is you are being charged with several things, but the most important is criminal vehicular homicide. What that means is that you were driving while impaired and you crashed and you killed someone. Okay? So part of that process is I have a search warrant that's been issued by a judge for a sample of your blood. Hold your arm up still. Is that enough? You want me to get more?
All rise. Go County District Court now in session. General Thomas Lehman presiding.
All right, thank you, Deputy. You may be seated. Good afternoon. This is State of Minnesota versus Catherine Woelfel. This matter is before the court for sentencing following trial. The defendant was found guilty of criminal vehicular homicide. Mr. Audette, I did have a chance to review the victim impact statements that were submitted. Any other statements this afternoon then?
Yes, Your Honor, briefly.
You may.
The defendant decided to use alcohol and marijuana before taking the wheel, despite all the messages around her, telling her this is exactly what she shouldn't do because you can kill somebody. And she did it anyway. And so, Your Honor, we believe that on behalf of the state, justice and fairness and the public safety demand that 7 3/4 years in prison. That's all, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Kate's 18 years old. She's never been in trouble before, so this is the first time. Clearly, this is a tragic event. We'd ask that the court take into account this was a friend of hers. This was somebody she knew. The reality here, Your Honor, is nothing you can do to Kate is going to take away what she is going to have to live with the rest of her life. She's 18 years old. She's due to graduate this year with honors from Centennial, and she is been accepted to go to school in South Dakota. We'd ask that the court take those things into account when sentencing Kate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. D. Anything you wish to say, Ms. Wolfel?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Stand.
I just wanted to apologize to all the families that I've hurt, and that I apologize for my actions, and that nothing I can do right now will take back what happened. Mandy was a dear friend of mine, and I can't believe that this has happened, and I just wanted to apologize because this is something that will weigh so deeply on me for the remainder of my life, and I can't do anything about it now, and I just need to say that I'm sorry to everyone, and specifically to Mandy's family. And that's it.
All right, Ms. Wolfel, if you could stand. Ms. Wolfel, the state of Minnesota has found you guilty of the crime of criminal vehicular homicide. Ms. Wolfel, you have been found guilty of a devastating crime with devastating consequences. Your actions have resulted in the irreversible loss of a young life, the life of your friend, Mandy Gooder. The pain and suffering you have caused are immeasurable. The seriousness of this offense cannot be overstated. Driving under the influence is a reckless and dangerous act that puts not only the driver but also innocent lives at risk. Catherine Wolfel, having been found guilty, I hereby adjudicate you guilty of the crime of criminal vehicular homicide. Therefore, standing convicted of that crime, it is the sentence of this court that as punishment, you shall be committed to the Commissioner of Corrections of this state for a period of 60 months, execution forthwith. Do you have any questions regarding your sentence? At this time, I'm going to ask the deputy to take the defendant into custody for transport to the Women's Correctional Facility at Shakopee.
Thank you. Part of the Arrive Alive program involves our students and their parents writing impact letters from the perspective that the student had actually been killed by an impaired or distracted driver. Right now, you'll hear from one of our families. Please welcome Kate and her mom.
Things I wish I said but couldn't. I wish I told you how much I love you every day, more times than I could ever count, because now I can't. I'll never get to give or receive one of your hugs after a bad day, or just because. I wish I focused more on spending time with you, rather in my room, off alone, not knowing that would be the last time we were both in the house. You were and always will be my person, Mom. I'm just not there to tell you it anymore. I'll never get the excited and happy grin when you come to my college meets, jumping up and down because my mom is in the stands. No longer will I be able to send you my at-school texts or look at your Life 360, nor you mine. There were so many things I never got to experience with you and never will. I'll never be giddy over my first day of college, first meet, any graduation, jobs, boyfriends, or any life achievements. I wish I was able to convey more just how much you mean to me, and again, always will. No matter what, I'll always be your little girl and monkey, but I won't just be there anymore. I wish I learned more about your life and who you are as a person, learning that you're more than just my mom, you've done stuff too. Having to go to family reunions and get-togethers will be tough, but I'll always be with you in spirit. I wish you would have known how much you influenced my life for the better, from everyday decisions to pushing myself in school to finding my drive and reason why in sports was all because of you. Life wasn't remotely fair to you, yet you raised me to be the best person I could ever be. You did amazing. Thank you for always believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. You were the best mom anyone could have ever wished for. Always love you to sun, moon, stars, and back. P.S. I'm glad we got the time we did together. All of our trips, fun-filled adventures, spontaneous ice cream runs, and traditions will forever hold a special place in my heart and be cherished forever. I need you to know I love you so, so, so much, and I'm immensely proud to have you as my mom. You mean the world to me, and I should have said it more. Love you forever and always, Mama. Love, Monkey.
I'm going to try not to cry while I read this. My name is Shelley Wiffle, and I'm here today as the mother of Kate, my only child, the center of my world, my everything. I was blessed to be Kate's mom and thankful for the challenging journey of medical procedures and miscarriages that brought her into my life. Kate was a miracle that I fought for. She was my greatest joy, my unwavering focus, the heart of my existence. Since 2011, it has just been Kate and I. Her father, my husband, took his own life that year, leaving us to build a life together, just the two of us. From that moment on, my life revolved entirely around her. Every decision, every sacrifice, every hope I had was centered on her happiness, her future, her well-being. Losing her has ripped away my very foundation, leaving a void that cannot be filled. The reckless decision to drive while impaired and distracted didn't just take Kate's life, it took mine too. The world I built for her, the dreams I carried for her, the love I devoted in every waking moment to, gone. I will never see my little monkey receive her high school diploma, never watch her compete in college diving, never see her fulfill her dream of becoming a CRNA, never have her pick a place out of a hat for our next vacation adventure. Gone are the dreams of hearing my grandbabies call me Gigi, of witnessing her build a beautiful life. I would give anything to tell Kate that I love her to the sun, moon, stars, and back, to have her stalk me on Life 360 again, to give those beautiful "I'm here" and heading home texts that meant she was safe, that she was alive. There's simply no way to quantify the depth of this loss. There's no way to express the pain of waking up every day to a home that is no longer a home, of a life that no longer has direction, or a future that no longer exists. Kate was my everything, and now she is gone.
Please welcome Tatum Knox.
What I didn't get to tell you. I'm going to miss you more than you know. Every time I spend the night at someone's house, I think about you before I go to sleep and pray that you'll be safe. Whenever I come home late, I feel guilty for not spending the night with you. I'm sorry that I'm not always appreciative. I realize how much you do for me and how hard that must have been to accomplish. I'm scared to leave you. I'm scared that I'm going to stop wanting to come home for holidays or the summer. I'm scared for the day when you guys just become Mom's side instead of my immediate family. Most of all, I'm scared for the day you leave me. I genuinely can't imagine a world without you in it, and I know that'll ruin me. I'm scared of dying. I should have held you tighter and given you more hugs. Just know, I loved you more than anyone or anything. Love, Tatum.
The loss of Tatum has been a terrible hole in our family. Being the middle child, she has held the family together. She often orchestrated our family events or even suggested that we have time together. She made the family tea times. She asked for family dinner. She planned the movie nights. Without her, we are just individuals looking for our place in this world. We will not get to see her graduate from high school, help plan that amazing grad party, move into the dorm room she has been designing since elementary school, and enjoying all the college experiences that she's been looking forward to. That was just the visions she had for herself in the next several years. The dreams all of us had for her went way beyond that. I wanted to see the career she chose because I knew she would be the very best at it. I wanted to take her wedding dress shopping, help her decorate her first place she called her own, watch her become a mom, and so much more. Her dad wanted to help her move into her first apartment and walk her down the aisle. He wanted to help her get the best deal on the first car she bought. He was looking forward to being a grandpa to her kids and to help her with home improvements. Those things are going to never happen for him and Tatum. Tatum's sisters have always imagined that she would be the one to have kids and make them aunties. They were looking forward to her hosting the holidays in the future. Those nieces and nephews will never come, and they will never have a place to go for the holidays. They will have to really try to stay close to each other on their own. The emotional toll has been immense. We have all experienced profound grief, sadness, and a deep sense of loss. Our relationships with each other have changed, our sense of family has changed, and we are all struggling mentally. This pain has gone beyond our immediate family to our community and our extended family and our friends.
Thank you all very much for sharing that. Now Mandy Gooder and her family.
Here's everything I would have told you if I wasn't killed by a drunken impaired driver. I looked forward to shipping off for the military. There was some feelings of unease, but I knew that I'd power through. I will never get to be walked down the aisle or get the chance to be a mom to a beautiful family. I'll never get the chance to grow old with my soulmate. I left so soon my puppy never got to watch me grow up. I'll never get the chance to say I love you one more time or get the I love you little, I love you big. I tried to live my life to the fullest, living each day like it was going to be my last until it was. You don't truly realize that any day could be your last and everything would be left behind. Your bed would remain untouched, your toothbrush in the drawer where you left it after you used it last. Your family and friends left behind in a world without you. I can truly say I died happy even though I didn't get married or be the mom with beautiful, crazy, and lovable kids. I still got a lot in life. I got 17 years and I got parents that loved each other and siblings that I could go to if I knew I needed anything. I wish I could have gone further in my education and graduate high school, but that's the life that I had and I was chosen to be taken. I know my friends and family will move on to bigger things and they'll enjoy everything that I wish I would have. There is no need to hold grudges or to be mean because life is truly so short. Love one another with everything you got. Each day it'll be different because you can't always give your all. But to my siblings, please always love one another and hold each other tight and close because there will be one day where you won't get to say goodbye. To my parents, thank you for everything. Showing up always meant the world to me to see you in the stands. I'm thankful for everything that I got and everything that I was given from my friends and family. Please be safe while driving. Don't go on your phones, because imagine if that was a 17-year-old girl with 2 brothers and a sister and 2 dogs waiting at home, and all she wanted was to say I love you one more time.
There are no words that can fully describe the pain of losing a child. Mandy's spunky personality filled every room she entered. Mandy was young, passing at the age of 17. She mentioned many times how excited she was for her 18th birthday as she entered adulthood, graduation, leaving for basic training for the Army National Guard, and more. Mandy was kind, respectful, and hardworking. She never missed a chance to help someone, never spoke to anyone without offering a smile. She treated everyone with compassion, and her teachers would always say how respectful and driven she was. She had a work ethic beyond her years, always pushing herself towards her goals. Now she's gone, all because of one person's reckless decision. A young driver, impaired and careless, took all of that away from us. That driver's actions will never have been forgotten, not by us or not by anyone who knew or loved Mandy, because those actions didn't just end a life, they destroyed a future, shattered our family, and left a community forever changed. When we were informed that she died in a car crash, everything changed. It was as if the world stopped turning. One moment she was here, full of life, full of dreams, and then she was gone. We still hear her voice sometimes, still imagine her walking through that front door saying, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad." But reality always crashes back in like a wave, and we're left with silence and emptiness. Our grief is unbearable. The milestones she'll never reach, the dreams she'll never fulfill, the hugs we will never get to give her, all of that haunts us. We think about the life she was meant to live, the people she would have touched, and the family she might have had. We lost our daughter, her siblings lost their best friend, and the world lost someone truly special. There are holes in our hearts that will never heal, all related to an incident that could have been prevented if smarter choices were made. Mandy's absence is felt in every moment and every breath we endure. Mandy loved everyone in her circle, just like we loved her.
Thank you. We appreciate both of your willingness to share something so personal and so emotional. Our guest impact speaker this year agreed without hesitation to sit down with Ms. Bevins and I last week for an interview. We hope that you find his story impactful.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Rothmeyer, and I feel honored and privileged to be coming to you today from Lionel Lakes Correctional Facility. I never thought my choices in life would land me here today, but here I am. I want to share a little of my story with you. Throughout life, I believed making more good choices than bad gave me a false sense that I could get away with anything by justifying my actions. A wrong choice can certainly lead to a consequence, and in my case, it was the death of an 18-year-old innocent kid and the injury of 2 others. Prior to the day of the horrific choice I made that changed countless lives forever, I was successful in my career as an electrician, a husband, and a father to 2 beautiful little girls. I was never in trouble and lived a life that I thought was normal. One of the reasons this speech is so impactful for me is that I used to be a volunteer high school football coach for many years prior coming into prison. I greatly enjoyed coaching kids and participating in different programs and activities throughout life. I fully understand the power of investing in others through sharing valuable lessons learned in hopes that you will not make the same horrible choice that I did. Arriving alive after getting into a vehicle depends on your actions and the actions of others. The choices we all make can affect everyone and can have deadly consequences. On an August day in 2018, I was participating in a fundraiser golf tournament where I chose to drink alcohol. I started with one, which led to several drinks throughout the day. I never thought that this time would be any different. I believe doing something for a great cause would be a valid excuse to get behind the wheel of my vehicle while I was intoxicated. After leaving the golf course, I chose not to pull over after the police tried to stop me. I led them on a high-speed chase, ultimately the reason that I am here today. I am serving an 11-year sentence for fleeing of a police officer that resulted in a death. I have been incarcerated since 2019. I have just less than 2 years remaining to serve in prison. I will be on parole until 2030. The damage I have done cannot be undone, but I am using this time to share my story, to see one person does not get behind the wheel of a vehicle under the assumption of alcohol or use of a substance, then this journey would not be for nothing. Own your actions, take accountability, and be responsible. The small choices we make each day can be the most impactful in life. Initially, I had no idea how impactful this would be on my family, community, and others until I had time to process and make sense of the choices that day. Participating in and then facilitating in a program called Restorative Justice was an eye-opening experience that helped me realize that I am not the only person doing time in here, and I affected so many others. This journey being taken out of society has affected my family in ways I cannot control from in here. Knowing that I cannot be there for birthdays, holidays, first times like riding a bike, the first day of school, all the things a husband and a father should be doing, I cannot be there. Just as important, I know that there is another family out there longing to be with their child, enjoying moments at events in which they can't. Choices matter. I ask all of you, what one good choice will you make today? My advice to you is to be your best true self. Don't worry about being judged or what others think is cool or not cool. Truly actively listen to people and what surrounds you. Help others in need. Stay present in the moment by not reacting to situations, but learning with a right choice, we can respond humbly in all situations. Thank you for your time.
We're grateful to Mr. Rothmeyer for being a part of our program. His story really illustrates how one person's decisions can impact the entire community. Now please welcome Assistant Anoka County Attorney Heather Pallon.
Good morning. My name is Heather Pallon, and I am one of the attorneys in the Juvenile Division of the Anoka County Attorney's Office. Thank you for the invitation to speak here today and the opportunity to share the criminal justice perspective with you. There are a good number of people here today, so I imagine that a lot of us have lost loved ones. Parents, grandparents, siblings, friends. I myself lost my dad a number of years ago. And what I wasn't prepared for was the feeling of finality that came after he passed. Theoretically, we all know that death is final, but it's not a subject that we really spend too much time thinking about. So I'm guessing that there are a lot of people here today like me, people emotionally unprepared for the devastating feeling of finality that comes from losing someone you love. And I can only imagine how much that feeling is compounded if you were the one that caused that feeling of finality for other people, and caused it by drinking and driving, or driving while high, or choosing to quickly check the message that just came through on your phone, or take a quick picture. To be the one who caused the spider web of loss that travels from the person who died to everyone that knew them and loved them. To know that you not only caused a person's life to end, but that you also inflicted immeasurable pain on everyone who knew them. How does one deal with that? I don't know. But I do know how the criminal justice system deals with that. First, you'll likely be arrested, and the police will investigate the cause of the crash. The police reports will be sent to our office for an attorney to review and file criminal vehicular homicide charges. It's a felony offense. If you're 16 years of age or older, which everyone has to be to have a driver's license and be driving in the first place, then when you're charged, the petition will be public for everyone to see. You'll have an initial court appearance called an arraignment. Our office will seek to have you certified as an adult, which means that even though you're under 18, we'll ask the judge to move the case to adult court instead of proceeding in juvenile court. So you'll be treated as if you were an adult when the offense happened. At the first court appearance, the judge can decide to hold you in custody or release you to the supervision of your parents. There will then be repeated court appearances, where oftentimes the victim's family and their loved ones will be present because they have a right to be present for all court appearances, as does anyone else. The court hearings are public, which means reporters are able to be there and post the story online or print it in newspapers. Once charged, your options are to plead guilty or not guilty. If you plead not guilty, there will be a trial. At that trial, in front of a jury, the loved ones of the person who died could testify. Police officers will testify about their investigation. The medical examiner will testify about the injuries the victim or victims sustained and the cause of death. Pictures of the crash can be shown to the jury. And if you plead guilty or are found guilty after a trial, a judge will then impose your sentence. And as you saw in the video that was played previously, the sentence for criminal vehicular homicide is prison. Not days, not weeks, not months, but years in prison. And while your friends are going on with their lives, attending college or getting a job, traveling the world, meeting new friends and boyfriends and girlfriends, you'll be meeting new people too, within the confines of prison. And once you're released, you're faced with the reality of what having a felony conviction on your record really means. Jobs, not to mention good-paying jobs, are hard to come by. And if you don't have a job, it's pretty hard to earn money to pay for rent or a mortgage or get a loan for a car. This is what you can expect from the criminal justice system if you are driving a vehicle under the influence of drugs or alcohol, or take your eyes off the road and quickly look at your phone and then get into an accident that causes the death of another person. There are consequences for our choices. They are real, and sometimes they are very hard. But that doesn't make the consequences any less necessary or appropriate. So please, think before you act. Think before you drink or use drugs and then get behind the wheel to drive yourself or your friends home. Think before you get in the car with one of your friends whom you know has been drinking or using drugs. Think. And then just don't get in the car. Don't drive the car, just don't. Some mistakes happen in a split second, and they can't be undone. They're final. The reason the adults in this room have put this program together for you, your teachers, your school administrators, police officers, parents, and those of us in the county attorney's office, is so that we can have this conversation with you now and not in court before you go to prison. We value each and every one of you, and we know that there is a lot of value in the futures you have before you. Think before you act, and then just don't get in the car. And if you're already in the car, as in the scenario we saw today, then think of Mr. Rothmeyer sitting in prison and what he said to you. Own your own actions. Be responsible and be your best true self. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. That was really important for all of us to hear. Please welcome Blaine Police Chief Brian Padani to share a few words with us.
Welcome everyone. Again, my name is Brian Padani. I'm the police chief here in Blaine. So I've got a couple of stories for you here this morning, and the first one I'm going to talk about has to do with impaired driving, and the last one I'll talk about has to do with distracted driving. And one very early in my career and one very recent in my career. So back when I was a new officer, not much older than a lot of you in this room, I had gotten called right after I was done with field training, where as a new officer is what you go through to learn how to be an officer. But I got called to a crash out in kind of a rural area, and it was a single vehicle, and I got out there, and I was the first one there, and when I got there, there was a Cadillac that had flipped over, it was on its roof, was obviously driving way too fast, it was still smoking, and a lot of damage. And I ran up to the vehicle, and I could see there was still someone inside. And I could also hear someone moaning, and I looked about maybe 100, 150 feet away. There was another person who had obviously been ejected from the vehicle. Both of them were 16 years old. Their names were Joshua and Anthony, and they were actually going to school where I had just graduated from high school from a few years prior. So I went inside the vehicle to try to get Anthony out, and I could see he was pinned in the vehicle. It was on its roof, and I crawled inside there. And I spent the next about 5 minutes trying to get him out of the car. But he was stuck in there, and it was evident that wasn't going to happen. The whole time I was talking to him, he was squeezing my hand, and I kept talking to him, tell him, just hold on, we're going to get you out of here, fire department's on the way. And as I talked to him, the grip of his hand and my hand got weaker and weaker. And he died in my hands that morning. That night. I'll never forget that. So I immediately got out of the car and I went over to the other person who had been ejected, and there was another officer who was there at that point who had been, who was doing CPR on him at that point. So we brought him back. Helicopter landed because we were going to transport him to the hospital. We got him into the helicopter. We kept doing CPR. We brought him back. We lost him. This happened 2 more times before we lost him again, eventually for good. 2 16-year-old kids dead. I remember one thing that stuck out in my mind was as I was crawling inside that car, I was crushing empty beer cans everywhere. It was obvious both of these kids were drunk. That night, I had to go with a medical examiner and clergy member, and both of these kids, their parents had been divorced and had to remarried or with someone else, and we had to do 4 sets of death notifications that night for 16-year-old kids. I was a 23-year-old kid at the time myself, trying to tell parents their kids aren't coming home. Never forget that. So what are we doing in Blaine here? You know, Blaine is the largest community in Anoka County now, and Anoka County is one of the deadliest counties in the state for traffic crashes. In 2024, our officers conducted over 10,000 traffic stops. Over 3,500 tickets were issued, and probably double or triple of that number of warnings were given. We had over 600 DUIs. That's almost 2 a day. Over 1,200 crashes, 147 of which involved injuries and 5 of which were deaths. And since 2017, we've had 21 fatalities on Blaine roadways. So you've heard about the statistics. What do we do besides that? We work with local businesses to display traffic safety messages on digital billboards during specific enforcement waves. We implement and deploy additional traffic monitoring equipment, and we deploy purpose-built vehicles and equipment designed specifically for targeting impaired and distracted driving. We also work with the schools in doing school zone enforcement and work with driver's ed programs. We work with our city's engineering and GIS departments to begin addressing problem intersections and roadways that are prone to traffic crashes from a design standpoint. And then we present point of impact material at driver's ed programs in Blaine, consisting of a classroom presentation to students and presenting at parents' nights. So I mentioned I have 2 stories for you. The second story hits much closer to home, involves one of our very own officers, Officer Steve Nanny. So Steve was our SRO across the city over at Blaine High School, much like Officer Wagner is here. And Steve had put together this exact same program, very similar to this, with students from Blaine High School. And he put his heart and soul into this. He was also a coach for kids at the school, and he was somebody who lived for the kids at that school. But little did he know, within 2 months of doing this exact same program, he would fall victim to the same tragedy he was trying to prevent and working with you all. So on June 15th, shortly after school was out, Steve and his wife, Susie, a doctor who worked at the University of Minnesota as an educator, were out for a motorcycle ride. And a 17-year-old girl who was on her phone, distracted, not paying attention to the road in a curve, crossed the center line and hit them head on, killing them both instantly. The impact on our community and our department continues to this day. The one thing that he spent his life trying to prevent, he was killed by. The teen involved obviously faced jail time. She had to do over 25 public speaking appearances, much like this, as part of that, to talk about what happened. She had restitution to pay, and she had extensive probation. She was someone who had a future much like all of you, and that future was shattered as well. Traffic tragedies are one of those things that everyone thinks will happen to someone else. I'm here to tell you that's not the case. You look around. Everyone in this room owes it to each other to make safe driving decisions and hold each other to the same standard. It could be your parent or caregiver, your little brother or sister, your friend, your teammate, your classmate. And quite honestly, it could be you. Your lives depend on the lives you love and care as well. Take the time to make those decisions. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Your vulnerability and sincerity is exactly why you're so well respected and appreciated in our profession and in our community. Before we hear from Principal Bruning, I'd like to give a special thank you to TJ Tronson and his staff with North Metro TV. They've shot and edited all the video that you've seen today, spending several days with us on set, long hours in the editing room to make this a possibility. TJ and his crew have been a part of Arrive Alive for many years, and we're very lucky to have them, so thank you to them. Please welcome Principal Tom Bruning.
The question I have for all of you students in here, what will you do? You've seen with this program how impaired driving, distracted driving can affect your life, your family, your friends, and the community. Hopefully the emotions of the consequences through this, of the consequences of drinking and driving and distracted driving, which has been felt in our community from the loss of loved ones and former students. If and when you're in that situation, and most, if not all of you will at some point, what will you do? I'm going to ask that one more time. What will you do? Seniors, you saw in the senior information session, we talked about how the community loves you, and we care, and we want you to make smart decisions. We have prom this week. We truly hope you make good, healthy choices. We hope the emotions that you felt today will give you the strength to make the right decision in the future when you're in that decision. Most importantly, please know your community loves you, which is all of us, and we want you to be safe. With that, I have some thank yous to give. First, I would like to give a thank you to Student Assistance Coordinator Danny Bevins and Blaine Police Officer Jackie Wagner, our SRO. Both of them have poured their hearts and souls in organizing this program and working with the student participants and families. Please give them a round of applause. I'd like to thank Superintendent Jeff Holmberg and the district administration and the high school support service members for all the energy and efforts they gave. I'd like to give a special thanks to Blaine Police Captain Mark Borboom, who brought this concept to us several years ago. Truly, generations of students have been through this event, and we hear back from alumni all the time on how this event had an impact on them. So thank you, Mark Borboom. And then a special thank you to Blaine Police Chief Brian Padani. Without Chief Padani's support, none of this would happen, so please give them a round of applause. There were countless volunteer hours and resources that went into presenting this program to Centennial High School. Our community cares about the students and the health of our students. Some other thank yous we'd like to give. Guest speaker Jason Rothmeyer from the Minnesota Correction Facility in Lino Lakes. Assistant Anoka County Attorney Heather Pillion, thank you. We'd like to thank the Blaine Police Department, the Lino Lakes Police Department, the Centennial Lakes Police Department. We'd like to thank SMB Fire Department and Lino Lakes Fire Department, Mercy Hospital, Unity Campus, Mueller Bees Funeral Home, Centennial High School and district staff, Ilina Health EMS, North Metro Cable Channel 5, Twin Cities Transport and Recovery, Betsy Freon and Molly Perrin. Please give them all of a round of applause. We would also like to thank the student participants and their parents and families for the effort and dedication to this project. Student participants, as you know, Mandy Gooder, Jacob Hosfield, Kate Wolfel, Tatum Knox, Sullivan Moore, and Anjali Patel. You guys were awesome. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. To end this presentation, I'm going to leave you with my original question. What will you do when you're in that situation? Think about that. Thank you. That concludes our program. Students, you may go to your second hour classes.